Hey, it's me, Tomeka James, and I am just sharing my story about being a licensed cosmetologist and getting to the point of really understanding that after many years of being in the industry, you get to the point where you realize that there is no way that you can be a person that services clients doing weaving services that take 2, 3, and on some occasions 4 hours. There's no way that you can accept walk-ins as a stylist and really have your clients feel okay with being there for a certain amount of time and just feeling good about getting your work done in a timely fashion without a lot of pressure. So I want to share the fact that I got to the point that I would have clients walking in, and it was 1997. I just had my daughter, and she was about 6 months old. So I was working very hard, making sure I wasn't in the salon for too long so that I can get home to my newborn baby. And I realized that when clients would walk in at any given time, I would pretty much be forced to service them because I wanted to make the money. I wanted to make sure that, they didn't leave and feel like, oh, she doesn't want to, take me as a client. So I would accept client on top of client on top of client. And then I realized that I have a client in front of me that I'm getting ready to start who is getting a service that will take me at least 2.5 hours to do. Then about 45 minutes into that service, someone would walk in and want a service that's going to take me an additional 3 hours. So let's just look at the fact that at this point, it might already be 3 p.m. And in order for me to finish the person I'm working on, I need to finish that client. Then I need to start the next client. And then it's going to take me an additional 3 hours. Now, if at this point, there's also a client that does have an appointment, even though I accept walk-ins and appointments, I still have someone or some others coming in. This was automatically, on many occasions, turning into easily a 9 p.m., 10 p.m. night. And I got to the point where I realized that if I don't do something about this to control my day, I'm going to continuously have the same situation happen over and over again. And I'm going to be in a position where I'm going to say, to my babysitter, which was my daughter's grandmother, I'm not going to be able to come home just yet. It looks like it's going to be another couple of hours, or I don't even know. And I just really got tired of that. And I got really tired of just the long hours unexpected. So I got to the point where I had to make a move. And the move that I decided to make was I told every single client on one particular day, I started this. I told every client, you know what? I am getting very booked, and I'm going to need you to make an appointment for the next time that you want to come in, because if you don't make this appointment, you're probably not going to be able to get in. It's been getting very busy, and I really need to operate in this fashion. Now, Tomeka James is no liar, but I had to sort of tell a white lie in a sense, because I needed people to understand what I was saying. I needed them to have a sense of urgency, and it was no more me sitting there and just dealing with things with the hand I was dealt. So I just say to anyone who's out there that is really looking forward to loving what you do and really wanting to have some level of control in the beauty industry, some level of control over your day, you have to find a way to begin to only accept appointments. So I will tell you guys, I never look back from that day, I started to accept appointments, and as people left, I would ask them, when do you want to come in? So you know what I want to share also? Truth of the matter is, people have a rhythm. And most people that are coming to get their hair done on a consistent basis are in some form or fashion consistent. So what you will find is that they will come in and get a service done generally on a day at the end of the week. They'll generally come either in the early part of the day or the end of the day. There is something that they're going to do that actually represents a pattern. So if this is how they move anyway, they may as well book it, have a solid appointment. Also get to hear you say that this means that you don't have to wait while I'm servicing other clients that just walked in, because I'm not going to be accepting clients as walk-ins anymore, and every client will basically have their own space in the book. So if you are afraid of taking control over your life, I want to say don't be afraid, because it's the best feeling to have, to know that my last client I'm accepting is going to be at 6 p.m. Even if you accept the client at 7 p.m. You understand that this is the time that I have decided that I am going to take my last client. And I know that it's going to take me about 2 hours to service this last client. So I should be getting off about 9 o'clock if that's the case. Or if you accept your last client at 5, I should be getting off by about 7 o'clock, give or take, the little things that happen throughout the day. Which is another thing, that if you already know that there are going to be things that are going to occur that you can't account for, like you have no idea what is going to happen when you put color on someone's hair and something came up that you didn't expect. The client didn't fully disclose everything that they have done with their own hair, and now you're in a situation with them, and you know that you need to make sure that you finish the service, so it takes you a little longer. So you're already going to deal with things like that anyway. So I just want to say, do not be afraid. Take control of your day, which actually makes you understand that now you're taking control of your life. So related to taking control of your day, relate that to taking control of your life, because you now know that you can get in and out of the salon at a decent hour. You know what your day looks like. You don't have unexpected things going on. And once again, you just have that control. So I hope this helps someone out there. This is Tomeka James signing off in regards to taking control of your life and no longer accepting any and everything that just walks in your door at any given time. Appointments only, baby.